Living in Boulder vlog, November 4th, 2019, Monday, 2:04 p.m. So, I kind of just got up. I was like sleeping, but it's 2. And I think I was working until 6. So that's 8 hours ago. So that's 8 hours of sleep. My mom called me earlier and was really mad. She's like, "You got to turn your house insides out to find the dang keys to this pickup we tried to sell yesterday, but couldn't find the keys." So I got up and I looked in my jacket pocket and boom, they were right there. So it was my fault. Oh my God, I feel so stupid. But I'm glad we have the keys. So anyway, I have a message to my mom. Hopefully she won't call me while I do this video. Because if she does, it'll get like, the video will get interrupted. They designed the phone wrong. Well, I need to have it where you can keep recording the video if somebody calls, but no, it's not like that. You just have to cross your fingers that nobody calls while you're doing a video. I hit block. Every time somebody calls me, I just hit block. I don't even answer my phone. Sometimes I get calls all day long. It's totally insane. So I just hit block, 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 block. Anyway, so yesterday, I went into the house. Did I talk about this? Went to my mom's house, couldn't find the keys, and I came back here and I was working. Okay, so then I worked all night long, and I was working on the Palatine Hill of Rome, and it's just like the touch-up stuff. I had to I was adjusting heights, and I was putting the stair sides on, which was super time consuming on the sides, south stairs, because it was uneven, and then I decided to build a portico around the southwest east end of the palace, where the amphitheater, where the Colosseum is, and that's kind of where I ended, where I passed out. Basically, I got tired and just had to lie down. I was building the fence around that part of the palace. I want to make it look really realistic. So, I mean, like I want to make it so that you can travel around on ground level. The beautiful thing about building cities with the polygon tool on Google Earth is that it works just as well close up as far away. The detail doesn't go away at all as you get closer. And so you can look at it from far away, like bird's eye view of the whole city, and it looks like a map of a city, and it looks great. But then when you zoom in to ground level walking around, it looks just as realistic. So, and you can adjust it easier enough to even be able to hover at a certain height, and then locate yourself at an exact position above the ground. So I could walk my way through these the hallways up here on the palace, around the edge of the portico, and the views would be amazing. So and I came up with a new idea of how to make it multi-leveled, with being able to see all of the spires go up all the way from the bottom, and to show the different layers. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'm super excited to see what it looks like, see how good it looks. But so because you can go all the way down into ground level maximum detail, that means you have to be perfect when the way that you draw it. You can't be sloppy at all, because you'll see any of those imperfections as you're walking around. Everything has to be placed just like it was. But if you do that, then it's literally like you're traveling around in the palace again. So so building the fence around the edge, I have to be precision with it, because you'll see the fence right there as you're walking down, and have to have it the right height and all that kind of stuff. And then after I do the fence, I'm gonna just a little bit on the outside. I do the first level, a little bit outside of that, the second level, and Yeah, because it's so precision. All I have to do is zoom in all the way, and then you just a little bit out, and then it's done. Um, and they're pretty easy to adjust when some of them bleed through. But um, I also want to put colors on all of the different plazas. I think there's like 7 different plazas that I don't have colors on, just to help, uh, make it easier to show that they're there, and to, um, yeah, understand the column. Like, my rule is, the more you decorate something, the smaller you're going to make it. The easier you're going to make it to understand everything inside of it. Everything inside of it's going to seem smaller the more detail you put on it. It might be like counterintuitive, but like, it's like, looking at a big forest to just green trees. You're not going to know what it looks like, what all the trees are. But if you color all the different kinds of trees a different color, and then put a different outline around all the different ages of trees and all that kind of stuff, and just layer after layer after layer after all these different colors and little lines and things that mean things, and then you just learn it because your brain's strong enough, then you see the entire layout. It's a lot different than just seeing a matte, one colored. So that's why I want to color as much as I can on the palace, and it's also more realistic that way, because they did paint it, and so you want to make it. And yeah, in fact, I would say even the more color, the better. Like, when you go up the stairs, I put a line, and then I made the line, have altitude to it, so that when you're looking up the stairs, you can see a red wall, so that you're not seeing a gray wall, which is the same color as the wall of the doors. So you can see. You can see the space and where everything is on ground level. That's just as important, because I'm going to do YouTube videos. So I'm going to have to do that with all the different tours I do. I have to make sure that there's enough like texture between the colors to show where you are. Because I'm going to do the YouTube videos of, I want to have I think the best way to show the city of Rome is to have a 70.3 triathlon, okay, where people swim whatever, 2 kilometers, and then they bike 56 miles, and then they run 13 miles. But it's all, including the biking, it's all inside the city. You call it the first purely inside the city 70.3 triathlon. They don't have any of those in real life, but you can make that with Rome, because it's like a pedestrian-based city anyway, and it'd be a great way to learn the city. Because then you do the tour and you just choose the route that gives you the best views, and you could do a tour of the entire city in that many miles, probably. Like, the bike would consist of riding around the perimeter of the wall and around the city. The run would consist of going through the palaces. They have rivers and swimming pools that you swim in. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like I'm learning a city that really existed. It's beautiful. I'd love to see it built again. I want to calculate exactly what its capacity is. Also, look at all the different roofs and all the different buildings have, and the layers, and just attach a number of capacity to each building. So then you can then attach like a overall population of Rome. It won't take that much more time, because you just count it. You can see it right there. So yeah, yesterday in my video, I said, because today's Monday, I was going to quit and do something new, do like Bike Racer level page today, but I'm not going to do that, because I'm on a roll and I'm almost done with Palace. I'm just going to keep pushing through Palace, and I think, screw it, maybe another week, do 2 weeks, because I want to build, the whole reason that I built the Palace was so that I could build the aqueduct across the Palatine Hill. And in order to do that, I had to build the Palace first to know how the height was and everything. And so now I want to build the aqueduct to see how that looks, to see how good I can make it look. I have a feeling I can make it look really good. And so, if you take your time, you can make a polygon tool do the trick. It's just time consuming, because you have to manually input all the little pixels, But, oh shit, it's almost 10 minutes. All right, talk to you tomorrow.